Yes, perfect. So one way to make new contacts, like online, I prefer to use like instead of Facebook, where really everybody is already on Facebook and
Okay.
everybody gets like pitched or something like every week. I prefer to use like internations .org. So internations point .org. It's like a social media community like Facebook, but with the difference there are more than 4 million people already registered in internations. And there are only people who just moved from a new country, from their country to a new country. So the good thing is that you, first of all, you make international contacts who are also
Mhm.
speaks like more than one language. And they, of course, they register themselves on internations. You can use a basic free account. You don't have to pay for it. But they are usually registering themselves there to make new contacts. So, and what are you? You are a contact. So you are the goal of them. So that's like the difference, because they want to approach you, because they want to make new friends. They want to get to know new people. So it's much, much more easier to get them on a call, to get to know them, you know. And then usually what I do in internations, I send out 50 friend requests each day. And then
Yeah.
I just ask them for a call to get to know each other if they are interesting. You know, I ask them first to let me, hey, tell me a little bit more about yourself. And if it sounds like interesting, like why you moved to your new country, then usually I ask them, okay, let's hop on a call to get to know each other. And then I just talk to them like 5 to 10 minutes only, because I don't want to invest too much time in somebody. I don't know yet if he's really good or not, but you suddenly you get a feeling for it. But then you can like tell them, okay, if you ask them, what do you do for work, you can ask them, where do you come from? And then they will tell you, for example, I just moved from Belgium to the Netherlands, for example. And then you can say, oh, really, from Belgium, from where? And then they say Bristol. And then you say, oh, no, really, Bristol. Exactly there we are searching for 2 key people for our business because we're expanding right now to Bristol. Hey, that's cool that you're from Bristol. Hey, very cool. Right? So it's like I'm always asking from where they are, and then I'm like surprised. And then I tell them, hey, are you open for informations? Because informations only harm those who don't have them, right? And then they will say, yeah, sure. So that's like how I pitch them. And then I tell them, there are 2 opportunities. One is we meet in person, get to know each other, and I will explain you everything in person. The second one is I send you a video. So what do you prefer? Do you want to have a video, or do you want to meet in person and get on a coffee, go out on a coffee and meet each other? So that's like one opportunity. If you send out 50 friend requests every day in internations, after 1 month, you have 1,500 friend requests. Usually about 50% of the people are accepting your friend requests. And then usually 50% of them, you should get on a call. Like we have now the statistics about when you write in Facebook copy-paste messages from 1,000 people, maybe you sign up 5 to 10. But in internations, from 50 people, you get 10 on a call. So it's much, much more like easier and faster. And especially for you guys, also for Ricardo, for example, you speak Spanish. So you can like approach people who speak Spanish who just moved to the Netherlands. Also for Amos, you can approach people who just moved to Singapore. So it's like really interesting to get international contacts. That's one phase. So then in Facebook and in Instagram, I usually don't pitch people. I let people pitch me. What do I mean with that? I use attraction marketing. So I never write about so much about the business or about the product. I do more about myself. Like every time you have just like did personal development, for example, do a picture, post it on Facebook, and write your favorite quote on Facebook. That's something which people are interested in. Or make a photo of you and your book, what you're reading right now, and then you can post on Facebook, hey, have you read that book? Very, very interesting stuff. That's also cool. So I'm adding also, when I didn't have friends on Facebook, I add also like about 50 people each day on Facebook. And I usually, personally, I go to groups where people are taking care of personal development, to personal development groups. And then, or like, for example, Anthony Robbins or Eric Worre, Network Marketing Pro, Les Brown, for example, like really famous speakers, Eric Thomas. And then I look on their Facebook page, like which are the people who are very engaged to their content, also Prince E, for example, he's also like a motivation speaker. He's also very good. Prince E. So if you go on their like content, and then I add the people who are very engaged, I looked at the profile, or from different network marketing companies to pitch them as well. I like to do that, but anyhow. So only people who are not satisfied with their company. So Anyhow, so that's an opportunity. And if you do like also when you are somewhere like in Rotterdam and you're like in front of the bridges, or like lifestyle posts, lifestyle pictures, you know, you can do pictures and you can post that and do quotes or of nice cars. You can like, you know, when you have a dream house and maybe you define already like which is your optimal like dream house in the next 3 to 5 years where you want to live, you know, and then you should go there, call a real estate agent and let him book appointments for you, that you get to know some houses, and then you do photos in the houses. In that way, you can post pictures of cool houses on Facebook and on Instagram, and you can also pitch the real estate agent, because usually they're always interested in the customer. If they're a good salesperson, they always have to show interest for the customer. So they will ask you, hey, why do you move in a new city, right? What do you want? They have to search for their demand. And then you can say, you know, I want this house because I'm expanding my business right now, blah, blah, blah. And then they will usually ask what business, you know. So that's one opportunity. Also buy a car, you know, what's your favorite sport car? You know, you should do a free ride with your favorite sport car. You know, post it on Snapchat, on Instagram, live stories, Facebook stories, you know, make a Facebook live from the car when you're trying a Ford Mustang or Chevrolet Camaro or something like that, or like a Porsche or Ferrari, whatever. You can go there and you can like drive the car, you know, for free as well. You can do cool pictures and you can pitch again the person. So you do both, and because you do like a lot of attraction marketing, people always follow you because of your personality. So they will start because of you, not because of the company. So that's why it's always important to grow your personality, because your income will always grow with your personality. But also if you do attraction marketing, you know, when you go on my Facebook page or Instagram page, I don't do it professional, but still I'm registering about 15 to 20 people each year just because of social media, without texting anybody, you know. And the last year, I registered about 60 people just from social media personally, as a business partner, without recruiting anybody, without pitching anybody. Why? Because they were following me, and they were, you know, some people are so negative nowadays. They have to see something 7 times before they believe it. So I just signed up somebody, maybe I've seen in the group. He just joined on Monday. He is already a jade in 1 day, and he already has one partner who is a jade in 4 days, and he will become a pearl next week. And this is a guy, he has 14 years of experience in sales. That's why it's going so fast, because he already got the skills and the knowledge and the contacts. But he was following me for 1 year on social media before he texted me. For 1 year, I didn't know that he was watching. So you never know who is watching. And that's the interesting thing, you know, you should never underestimate what could happen in your business long term, but never overestimate like the first 2 weeks.
I do it 2 years.
Yeah. So
I did it 2
Sydney also
years.
followed me for 2 years on social media, you know, before he was sure. So that's also like social proof. That's what you have. And also like the people who say no, they will still be watching you. And latest time when you drive your free car approved by the company, you know, because of our Dream Car program, they will contact you again. You know how many people have texted me again when I bought the Jaguar or the BMW i8, which said no like for 5 times 2 years ago or 3 years ago. And they now texted me, hey, Benjamin, I always knew you will make it, you know, this business, it wasn't just for me, but now, you know, time has changed and, you know, maybe you can pay me again. So now they are getting an appointment, you know, they are begging that they are allowed to start. So that's making a lot of fun. So that's like how I do online contacts and get new prospects, you know, which is also an opportunity. You all got like somehow product samples. And maybe you have product samples still at home from your starter pack, and you don't know who you should give it to people. Or you could like write Instagrammers, people who are, you know, who have a few thousand followers in Instagram. You can write them in Instagram and tell them, hey, I'm responsible for the marketing of a new product based on a Nobel Prize science, which nobody knows yet and everybody needs. And I see you are an influencer. I see you have a few thousand followers like in Instagram. Would you be open, if I send you free samples, would you be open to do a cool picture and post it with my online shop link from the products? You know, there are many Instagrammers who would do that. Like my guy who signed up on Monday, he has now 38 people who have at least like 5,000 followers in Instagram who are waiting for free samples, and they will post a picture with the skincare product models, for example, you know, Or like athletes with the Nitro product. When he sent them the free samples, they will post a picture with it, and they will post his online shop, and they will tag him, his Instagram account. So he will get a lot of followers from that. And you know, if somebody signs up and posts that and they have 5,000 followers, it's very realistic. If she's a model and you know she's into skincare, of course her followers are the same. It's very realistic that 5 to 10 people will sign up as your customers on your online shop. And you know, and if you have made money, then you can pitch after they have posted it. You can pitch them, hey, why you're not starting this business? You know, you cannot only get free products. You can earn up to more than 50% on your customers. You know, at the beginning you start low. When you have 10 customers, you're already over 35%. When you have 50 customers, you're already over 45%. When you have 100 customers, you have more than 50% in commissions without registering, without building a team, just on a customer base. And that's cool. You know, so most of the nutrition companies, they pay out less than 20% commissions, you know, so they, on your customers. So we pay out more than 50%. So, but of course, in the beginning, it's a little bit lower, but it gets more the more customers and the more business partners you have. But that's also one opportunity, you know, to get a lot of contacts. I just signed up one girl. She has 60,000 followers in Instagram. I just signed her also up on Tuesday, I think. And she was following me for 2 years on social media. I had an appointment with her 2 years ago, and she said, this is nothing for me. I'm a student. I'm not interested at all. But we didn't have skincare by the time. So 2 years later, she was also pitching me, hey, I've seen you have skincare. Can we have a call? You know, I love skincare. And now I found out that she got a record, like a contract from a famous model institution in the US. She lives in California. She's originally from Germany. And she has 60,000 followers now in Instagram, and she started now. And there we can do a lot. You know, if you sign somebody up with 60,000 followers, you know, we can really work with them. You can do a lot of attraction marketing. She now has already people who are texting her before she started a business. Hey, what do you do for work? Because I see you always at the beach. I see you always traveling. You know, she said at the past, I could just write them, yeah, I'm a model. And they cannot do anything with it. But now she can say to them, I have my own online marketing business. I'm a world traveler. Are you open for information? Sure they are, because they texted her. So that's also one opportunity to pitch people. Another one, which I do, which I love, but Sydney already has done it, I think, and Patrick too. You can do that, and it makes a lot of fun. At the beginning, you should go out maybe with a second person at least. But as a team, it makes more fun. But you can also do it alone. It depends on you. But you can go out, you know, and you can go out with the product samples. And then when maybe you have already been on a vacation, right? And then you have ask people, hey, can you do a picture for me? And most people, they say yes. Almost nobody says no. So if you ask them, excuse me, can you do a picture for me? And they say yes. You give them your cell phone, and then you take out the product, the skincare by a woman, the samples, or the sunrise by a man usually, or sunrise. It depends on what you have. And then you tell them, hey, but please, you know, out of focus on my product, that my product is in a good view in the photo, you know. And then some of them will already ask, what's that for a product? But not many. But then you open it after they have done the picture. You open it and you give it to them and say, here, a present for you. You know, thank you for your photo. And then nobody runs away. Like only one out of 200 will run away. You know, but 199 will ask you, what's that? You know, and then you can tell them, hey, it's a product that nobody knows, everybody needs. It's based on an device, and I'm responsible for the marketing here in the Netherlands. May I ask you one question? Where do you come from? And then he says yeah, I'm from Dordrecht. And then you can say, no, really? Are you kidding? From Dordrecht? Hey, especially there, we are searching for key people joining our business. Hey, that's amazing that you're from there. It's amazing. May I ask you another question? Are you open for informations? Because informations only harm those who don't have them. And don't worry, you don't have to go on the street and talk to random people. You know, it's just by accident that we meet. But if you're from Dordrecht, you know, I can show you how we are building an online marketing business. Do you have a smartphone? Yeah. Do you have already downloaded an app? Yeah, sure. Have you ever made money with an app? No. Do you want to know how? Because that's exactly how we are launching our business and how we are marketing our product for a mobile app. So you can download it for free. You can get all the information and then decide for yourself if you want to have more information or not. So what is the best way to contact you to send you the information and the name of the app? Is it Facebook or WhatsApp? And then you get a new contact. And if you do that all over I think Sydney and Patrick have already tried it and it really worked.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can make like a competition to each other. Who gets the most no's? Who gets more no's? Who gets more no's? And the guy who gets the less no's will have to pay for everybody else for the dinner tonight, for example. Yeah, that's another motivation. And then you're not hunting for a new partner, for a customer. You're hunting for getting a no. Oh, damn, another customer wants to sign up. Damn it, I need more no's. And with that, it sounds funny, but with that, you will become better and better. Because if you have like 100 appointments and everybody says no, and you're making your 101st appointment and he says yes, then it's only because you become better and better every single appointment. And what if the 101st appointment, the guy will be your next diamond in your team, in your organization? And I see it like that way, that you're only good enough to help him to succeed because you already have gone through, 100 no's. So you have worked on yourself, you have become better. So that's also one of the keys. But that's one opportunity if you know that, or maybe you have subways. Do you have subways in Singapore? You have, right?
Yeah.
Underground train. So you can just go on a Monday. In 2 days, you just sit down on Monday morning and you just begin to smile at people. Monday morning, not many people will smile, but some will smile back. And then you can ask them, hey, it's so nice that I found a person who also smiles on Monday morning. May I ask you, what is your job? What is your business that you are happy that you're also smiling on Monday morning? It's really easy if you do that. Or another thing which we already have tried, I went to one guy, he was sitting in a really cool car, and I go to him and I say, excuse me, sir, that's really a shame, I said to him. And he said like, what is a shame? And I said, yeah, you're sitting in my car. And he said, no, I'm not. And I say, yeah, I know it's your car, but I will buy it in the future. May I ask you, which business do you do that you can afford such a beautiful car? It's so cool. They will love. They will be open to talk, and they will at least give you your business card or something. I also approached one guy who really, you have always the people who are coming into a room and everybody looks at them because they have like a strong energy,
charisma. And
then you can pitch them and say, excuse me, sir, I have noticed you right away when you come in. Don't worry, I'm not gay or something like that. No, I don't think that. It was just a joke, If you sign up gay people, it's good, they are taking care about their health and about their skincare. So, they would be very good business partners. Anyhow, but if you see like somebody who like looks really good, you can ask them, may I ask you with which business you have made your first $1 million? With which business you have made your first million? May I ask you? And if you will notice that good people, business owners, successful people, they are always open for a good business information. They are always open to talk. You will never have like somebody saying it's a pyramid scheme or something like that, because they are business owners. They always make their own opinion by getting all informations, and then they decide. And they make an instant decision. They say yes or no. And there's never a problem if they have the money or not. They will have it, or they will find a way if they're good. So it will be much, much easier. And the worst case that could happen is they are giving you referrals. You can ask them for recommendations. Hey, can you do me a favor? And maybe you can give me, your best key contact or business contact that you think would be open for this business. And they will do it. They will do you a favor. So that's also cool, a way. One time I did that by one guy, and I asked him, may I ask you with which business you have made your first $1 million? And he said, no, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but in my first business, I made 4 million, not 1. So, so that was crazy, And no, I didn't sign him up as a customer, and I didn't sign him up as a business partner, but I got referrals from him. And when I called a referral, like a recommendation from him, and I told him I got the number from that guy, I got every appointment, They didn't even ask what it's all about. They didn't care. They said, hey, if he gave you my number, it must be important. I will sit together. When does it fit you? They asked me for the time when it fits me the best way. So it's really, when you're working with quality, it's making so much fun. And that's also something which we need, also especially in your markets, that we get like also quality in your business, in your organization, because then like it will explode and you will get a lot of momentum and duplication. So yeah, that's some of my like key, I don't know, recommendations. Everything I already have done. So I'm not sharing something which sounds cool. I only share things I already have done. So you know that it's working, and that's very important, because you know people always do what you do, not what you say. But that are some of my best tips on how to make new contacts.